everyone. Welcome to School Counselor Conversations. I am Andrea Burston, and I'm a school counselor in Raleigh, North Carolina.
And I'm Danielle Schultz, and I'm a school counselor in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Thanks for joining us today. We're going to give a few tips about attending the ASCA conference. And if you're going to Vegas, pack the heat. I've been to ASCA 3 times, and it's been awesome each time I've been. I am not going this year, but that's okay. I'll enjoy the social media piece of it too.
And I've gone to 4 conferences, but this year, and I've also attended virtually before, but I'm attending virtually this year. But we thought that it would be helpful just to share some tips that we thought were helpful when we attended conferences, and just help you figure out how to connect with others while you're there. It's an awesome experience if you can go in person.
Absolutely. In fact, we actually met in person. We had been friends, social media friends, and we actually got to meet for the first time in ASCA.
But the first time
I didn't go to Seattle.
Oh, well, then it would have been Minnesota.
So yeah, Minnesota. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, we didn't even know either.
So we are going to share some tips, and we're going to go through different points and just share some information about what can help you attend the ASCA National Conference in person.
Plan, just like work. Do a little research before you go to Vegas. It's going to be pretty clear that it's going to be quite warm there. Think about the proximity of the hotel, if you're not staying in the host hotel, to the actual conference location. Is it walkable, or are you going to need to take an Uber? Do you have a rental car? Or, those kind of things to think about when you are planning your trip. And think about, if you aren't close to the hotel and you're going to have to do some walking outside, what comfortable shoes to wear. Maybe you can carry a fan, a portable, something, because it will be warm. Think about those kind of things when you're planning.
Yeah, I've been to Vegas in the summer before, and it is hot. It's dry heat, but it's a hot one. So definitely check out the weather and where your hotel is located, especially in relation to the conference center if you're not staying in the same location. All right. So Andrea mentioned a little bit about this, but packing for work and play.
So even it will be hot, but there's a very good chance the conference center will be chilly. So maybe bring in like a sweater, or a cardigan, or a jacket, depending on I'm hot nature, so I don't need anything, but to bring with you, and comfy shoes. It may be a lot of walking around the conference center as well too. If you want to wear a pair of pumps all day, have at it. That ain't me. But if you're presenting, maybe you take your dressier shoes and then have a pair of flats with you to get around the conference center as well too.
Yeah, and if you're attending like any special events or any other activities that you want to do in Vegas, you want to make sure you pack for those things. So think about your whole entire schedule, not just the conference, because
right.
You want to make time for fun, and we'll talk about that later.
And if you are doing one of the like ramp ceremonies, you want to bring something a little more formal, but the conference is pretty business casual. You don't have to dress super like it's work. No one cares what you have on really, actually, anyway. Yes. You can wear what you want.
I really feel like it's a wide range. I mean, you'll see everything from people wearing like pretty professional things to t-shirts and shorts. Yeah, because I mean, it's gonna be hot, but I mean, lots of counselor shirts. You'll get to see lots of.
Yeah, and if you don't have one, there's a good chance you could pick about 20 different types to buy and wear too.
Our next tip is connect with others. And I mean, we actually met at the Minneapolis, Minnesota one in person, and that was pretty awesome. But the best part is being able to connect with other counselors. I mean, a lot of the times you can feel like you're alone as a school counselor, but being surrounded by a bunch of other like-minded school counselors is just really a kind of a surreal experience. So you definitely want to take advantage of that. And we shared some ways that you could connect with other school counselors.
Right. If your state is having a meetup, any of they try to have a lot of social activities. So just go. And if you don't, necessarily, if you don't know anybody, you will certainly meet somebody there. If there are social media people, if you follow people on Instagram or you're in a Facebook group, have a chance to meet people in person. And you can talk to people, before or after sessions. I met people just by sitting with them or at lunchtime, just sitting and connecting that way too. It's like a big networking event.
Yeah. I'm an introvert for sure. but,
I am not.
but,
I am a
but like I step out of my comfort zone a little bit at these things, but definitely the social media piece can help a little bit if you're someone who doesn't typically like walk up to someone. Like that was really helpful for me to like kind of meet people that I knew already online. So
and meet in real life. I am very chatty and I'm social, so I love this. That would be my jam right here.
yeah, that's why I need Andrea as a buffer. All right. Our next one, make time for fun. I mean, you're going to a conference, you're learning, it's professional development, but seriously, like it's summer and you need to also have some downtime. So check out some things that you can do. I mean, Vegas, obviously, you're going to have lots of opportunities
Absolutely,
to
yes.
see and do. If I was going, I'd definitely check out a Circus Delay. Like they're awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what other things.
I've seen when I went to a show. There's lots just seeing people watching when you're in Vegas too.
Bellagio Fountain.
Yeah. And if you maybe go to Grand Canyon, is it the one?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Is that, I don't know how far away that is. That'd be awesome.
Helicopter rides. There. Yeah, they have those. I didn't get to go when I went that time. Even like going to different hotels, they have like little themes, and if you're really into gambling, hey, try your luck there. There's plenty to do there.
Yes, definitely.
Awesome.
Yes, lots of different food options, lots to explore. I would do some research online of things that you could do. I mean, also ask, like, if you're staying in a hotel somewhere, ask locals. I'm sure Nevada school counselors will be more than willing to help you out. And anybody who's watching this, if you have ideas or suggestions, you can let people know in the comments or let us know on our social media sites so that people can find some fun things.
True.
All right. Well, kind of piggybacking on that, trying local restaurants. I mean, you might be tempted to grab a Starbucks while you're there, but I mean, I would encourage you to get out of your comfort zone and try some new things. That's one of my favorite parts about going to the conferences in person is like seeing and doing and trying new things. You never know what you might find.
Right. And I will say, I'm not sure exactly where the conference is in reference to like the strip and whatnot, but a lot of the hotels have like really nice restaurants inside. And I think it's Emerald has a restaurant. I want to say the MGM. Yeah. Oh my God, it's so good. I've been there. Yeah, look around. And now we have the lovely luxury of having the internet to give Yelp reviews and just reviews in general. So you can have a list of where you want to try and enjoy. Because you're not, if you don't live in Vegas, neither one of us lives in Vegas or even on the West Coast.
Yeah.
But you want to enjoy local cuisine because you may not have that at home.
Yep. All right, download the app. This is a really important one. The app is kind of like your go-to for everything. They once you have it, and they have it for Google phones, they have it for Apple. Yes. Yeah, you can. So regardless if you use Google or Apple, you can download the app. This is kind of like your lifeline. It has all the information that you need. Even if you're not someone who is active on social media, there's actually a conference, the conference hashtags on there, so you can see like posts and stuff about that. And
it's actually a lot easier to carry on your phone or your device instead of having that booklet. And you got to thumb through pages because it kind of just breaks it down by day and even like a time, and it's just right on your phone that way to use the app. And actually the app usually goes live a little bit before the conference, so you can go ahead and start looking at what sessions are being offered through the app too.
It's already available. I have it downloaded. I've been looking at sessions.
If I'm not mistaken, you can do your evaluations on the app of each session right then and there, right? It's just right at your fingertips.
All right, this is a big one. ASCA conference hashtag is hashtag ASCA21. And if you don't know what a back channel is, it's whenever people are at a conference, they have typically a hashtag, and people follow that to talk about the conference, to share resources, share information, ideas. you're going to get lots of resources. Even if you aren't attending the conference, if you follow that hashtag, you will have some fear of missing out, but you will
Yeah.
also get lots of resources and ideas.
Right. And that hashtag is across like all social media platforms. So it'll cover Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and so on.
All right. So that kind of wraps up our tips, but we would love to know if you have any questions. I mean, because we've both gone to the conference a few times, I think we have a general idea of what to expect there. I know COVID will make things a little bit different. So definitely, like as we mentioned before, check out the health and safety guidelines before you go. But if you have questions, we would love to help you answer them. And if you're someone who has some tips for others about attending the conference this year,
Please
we
comment
would,
below.
yeah, let us know. Reply on our social media or reply here on YouTube.
All right. Thank you for joining us for our counselor conversations. Follow us on Instagram. Here are handles below and our lovely photos. And we'll check you later.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.